juice, keep me rolling juice.
Hey babe, and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Juice Amore and this is my second live. This is day 6 of Vlogmas, and today's video is a day in a life of what it's like raising Juniie. So right now I'm preparing some veggies for her because I want her to start trying out solid foods very slowly. So I'm going to puree some items, starting with some carrots. Gonna try some greens also. Juniie is gonna be 6 months in a couple weeks, and I want her to start trying out solid foods to see what that's like. So I'm using the Mamadou bullet to make these food items, and here is what everything looked like when I was all done, ready for my baby girl. I hope she really enjoys it because it is time for her to get off the bottle. I want my girl to start eating some fufu and egusi soup, so we're gradually getting there with some carrot puree. The princess herself is sleeping. Please excuse her room, it will be changed for the day. My girl was knocked out, but it's time to get ready for the day. So I use the Cherub system with her. It's a bit like My Story but for babies. This is the system used to feed your baby, bathe your baby, and put them to sleep. So right now her needs are okay except for cleanliness because she messed her diaper. So I did get her at the right time because it is time to change that diaper. And after we do that, she's going to try out the pureed food that I made. I use the Upsies HUD as well for her to be able to pick her up and walk around with her. If you guys wanted me to do like an in-depth video on like the add-ons that I use for Juniie, please let me know, and I do not mind doing a video on all of this stuff because I know that like the baby side of things is quite difficult to understand, and I genuinely know that from my experience. So please let me know if that is something you're interested in. The link to this changing table will be in the description, so don't worry, you'll get that too. So when it's time to actually change the diapers, like I mentioned, the HUD is quite similar to the My Story HUD. The only difference is you don't get the scripts to put in your furniture. You get different objects. So to change her diaper, you just need a pack of diapers, you need a diaper bag. You also need baby wipes or baby wash. Those are not compulsory, but they just make the cleanliness go up a bit more. So as I was changing her, she did mess up her diaper again. So there are a variety of diaper options you can choose. There's a diaper bag, there are the individual diapers that you can get from the pack, which I'm about to show you now. So with these ones, all you do is just click on the pack and choose one of the diapers and it will res at the top. You have to be quick with it because after 30 seconds it will automatically delete. So what I like to do is pick it up and put it in my inventory and add it to myself. Then I click diaper on the HUD and it will write a message in the nearby chat, an emote of me actually changing her and doing all of that stuff. Changing her diaper does not increase her cleanliness all the way to the end, so that's where the baby wipes and baby wash come in. And all you need to do really is res those out and click clean as many times as you need to and wait for her to get nice and clean. So now that my girl is changed into a fresh diaper, it's now time to try the pureed food that I made for her earlier. Juniie does have daycare later on. Her daycare starts in the afternoon, so I had time to do this before her day started. She is a bot baby, so it is a bit limited with what you can do with them, but you can create role play with them yourself. Like for example, what I'm doing here. Her being about to be 6 months, and I wanted to introduce her to, you know, solids very slowly. That is kind of like what you would do in real life with things with your baby. So it's all about the individual. It's all about you as an individual and how you want to RP with your kid. It all depends on what you want to do. A lot of it takes some effort. It's not all packaged together where you just have everything in one folder and you just add everything. Some of it takes your own imagination and your own efforts to create a roleplay scene or create something fun. This is just what I decide to do sometimes with her to actually. So the pureed food that I made earlier in the video, that actually doesn't feed her. That's purely for roleplay purposes. What does feed her is this bottle that is here. This is a nursing bottle by Cherub HUD. This is a nursing bottle by Cherub, and once you click it, it will tell you how many portions it has. Most of the food from them has only 5 portions, and it will also let you know what part of the HUD it will increase. So this one increases the nourishment and it decreases the restfulness by a bit. Because it is a nursing bottle, which means it's breast milk, so that does tend to make the baby a lot more tired. So that is how you feed them. You can either res out the food item, send the food item to them and add it to them from the smart bots, or you can add it to yourself. I prefer to just res out the food, it's easier that way, and then just click feed. Now I've put her back down to have a nap before it's time for daycare. And to have a nap, all you need is to get the blankie from Cherub, res it down and click sleep. Now that baby girl is asleep, it's time for mama to get ready for the day. So excuse me as I do that. All dressed and ready to go. Now it's time to get Junie's hair done. I found this is another cute hairstyle from Noor. I will leave the exact name of it in the description box. I'm just adding some ribbons to each part of the hairstyle to match her outfit. She looks super cute today in blue, so I wanted to add some blue ribbons to her hair. And then plus I really like this hairstyle. It is so cute. If you need any help with baby hairstyles, I do have a video on this topic, so please check my channel. It's the upload just before I began Vlogmas. It has some very helpful tricks and tips on how you can do your baby girl's hair. I will be doing a video on Lullaby's baby boy hairstyles featuring Junie's besties, Kaiser and Cameron, so stay tuned for that. If you have a baby boy and you want to do his hair, don't worry. We've got some options for you. Kendra did her big one with her boy's hair, so I'll definitely show you what she made of it. So this is my girl's hair, almost done. I'm just arranging the ribbons properly. And yep, there we go. Junie Poonie Pie is ready for daycare. Her cute outfit, she's so adorable. She is just the cutest kid ever. Like, I just love this little girl so much. What a diva. Fashion icon. So now we've arrived at Imagination Daycare. Junie is excited. This is one of her favorite places to be, and we are going to see Miss Sydney and all of Junie's friends. This is a daycare for bot children, so children who are controlled by the bot system rather than an actual person behind the avatar. And I love this daycare. I feel like I've spoken so highly of it, but I can't stop. It's so lovely. Miss Sydney and her whole team are just so lovely and welcoming. It's so amazing. So this is normally what the drop-off looks like, and there is a tablet where we need to sign them in and sign them out. So yes, I'm just talking to Miss Sydney now, and Junie is so excited to see her. She's always excited to see her teacher. And she's also excited to see her friends at daycare too. This is one of my favorite things to do with her, like drop her off, especially when I have quite a few things to do myself. It's always lovely to be able to drop her off in a safe space and know that she'll be taken care of. My girl is at daycare and I'm about to head home because I didn't have much planned for the day. It wasn't one of those busy days for me. So I just dropped her off and I made my way back home. I decided that I wanted to change Junie's room around to the other room. It's not fully furnished just yet, so in a way I am happy about that, so I can make moves like this and change things around. So her room this time is going to be a pink princess room because that is my pink princess. So I'm just going to move all of the stuff that I've read down so far into the other room that has not been decorated just yet, and that will now be Miss Junior's room. Before I knew it, it was time to pick up Juniie, and I was ready to get her because I miss her every time she's away from me. And Miss Sydney was ready with Juniie in her arms, because today she said that Juniie required a lot of attention and wanted to be held. Recently she has been giving that vibe of wanting to be a held little princess. She doesn't want to be on the ground, she doesn't want to be in her chair, she wants somebody to hold her all the time. My pretty little girl. After daycare, she actually did get a report that it seems like she has some diaper rash, and I did notice that when I was changing her earlier in the day. So that was definitely something that I was going to check in with the following day, and that is exactly what I did. So I went to Cherished Cherub, girl, sometimes that is such a tongue twister, to get her some diaper rash cream and some Tylenol, because I feel like my girl is coming down with a cold. So once you get to this store this is the place where you find the actual HUD. I recommend that you get a grow pack, and this is a HUD that you buy for the baby's account. So you can't buy it for yourself, buy it for the baby's account on their account. So bring them to this store and buy it, or gift them from your account, and then you can get a parent HUD. There's a single one and a double one. The double one is transferable, so you will be able to send it to your partner or whoever you want to be able to look after your baby if they don't already have the HUD. This is the area you come to get the diapers. This is one of the diaper bags. It seems like they've changed the design of that one. It's really tea. And the diaper packages, so you just purchase them, and right next to it is where you get the cleaning products from. So the soap, the body wash, the diaper rash cream. They've also got a daddy's diaper bag. On the other side is the potties and the medicine. So this is the area I wanted to come for to get the baby Tylenol. Some of this medicine is, you can use it to like pause the baby's HUD. So if you just can't be bothered to like do anything with the baby at that time, you can buy one of the like 4, 8 or 24 hours droplets and give it to your baby, and that way their needs will be paused for a few hours, so you won't have to worry about feeding them or anything. That's if you're not really into RPing at that moment. I was actually shocked that the Tylenol was 250. Then there's like, I don't know what it does, but we're gonna see what it does eventually, because girl. You can also get the blankies from here. It comes 2 in a pack and they're no copy. They're also transferable, so if you get them on your account and transfer it to your baby, that isn't a problem. This would be useful if you have a babysitter or you want to leave your baby with somebody else and they may not be familiar with the Cherub HUD, but you still want them to look after your baby. You can get them, you can buy either the 4, 8 or 24 hour droplet and use it for your baby, and it will pause their HUD for that period of time. So that would allow whoever's taking care of them not to have so much pressure on them about using a HUD they're not familiar with. You can also find the blankies from here. You get 2 in a pack and they're no copy, but they are transferable, so you can keep one for yourself and transfer one to the baby, but they are no copy. So remember that if you do res them out, to make sure that you have rights to res, or you res out a prim so you don't lose them. Another helpful thing is the breastfeeding add-on. This is kind of like having a bottle or like a piece of food attached to you. Click feed on the HUD at any time when you're around your baby and it will feed them. It's not an animation kind of thing or anything like that. It's literally just feeding your baby without having to res anything, add anything. You can just always have it on you. It's invisible, so no one will be able to see it. And over here is where you get this selection of baby foods and juices and different things. I believe they also have like an adult and teen hub, so they have food and drinks for that also. I hope this video was fun and engaging for you guys to watch. If you want me to go in detail about the Cherub, feel free to ask any questions in the comment section below so I know what to record for you guys, and I will see you in my next one.